And a good evening, Marcus Dresden. You're the first ever, I think. I'm just testing something. Hey, Shisha. Hi, Tusk. Good evening, good evening. If anyone wants to join, I put a link to StreamYard in the pinned. Citizen 9 is actually 4, but fair enough. Close, close. John Rep is 5. Wow, that's more than I expected, because I never go live. So I didn't expect people to be prepared for this. Hey, Charlie. Please, someone join me live. I don't know what to do live. Come on. Hey, Martin. I didn't prepare anything. I didn't have any. I do not have any clips. Nothing. Not even a subject. I wasn't prepared for that. I heard that before. Something Hovines or bovines. So you guys can hear me right? That would at least mean I have the technique right. The first stars. Oh, I need to click show. Sorry about that. Hello, Doc Walker. Good evening. If I get the stars, oh, thank you, Martin. If I get the stars, Marcus, I will put it on screen, but it's not coming through in StreamYard for some reason. Is anyone volunteering to join me? Okay, John Rep. Have a good working time. No, sorry, Marcus. The chat is not coming through in StreamYard. I will not make it long today, by the way. As I said, it is just a test. If you want me to have a certain subject, please come up with something. Give me input. Thank you. I think I just need to learn how to do live streams. I've seen Limey do it. I see Jose do it. Of course, Mr. Sensible. I'm fine joining other people's live stream. That is pretty okay. But doing it for myself is something new, and it's a bit scary, to be honest. I see there's 12 viewers right now. That's awesome. Hi, Loki. I did not demand anything, but thank you very much for reporting in. Hello, Mighty Possum. Thank you. Do we have to make notes? I prefer not to. If I say something stupid, I want everyone to forget it as soon as possible. Hello, Mark Short. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to say Gary is banned on his channel, but I actually unbanned him last week. See if he can behave, then he is most welcome. Hey, this one does come to Marcus. So there we go. Mark wants you all to like the stream. You don't have to. If you like it, please hit that button. If you don't like it, hit dislike. It's all fine. If you don't want to interact with it, don't click any button. Yeah, I was just reading about that. The ready report for tomorrow morning in the Netherlands. Not sure why I was reading that, because I don't even live there. But it's code red in the northern part and the seaside, of course. Hey, there we go. There is Gary Rybenga. Yes, we were talking about you, but nothing bad. But someone was asking about you. Hey, Madman. I think I did break him. He said something friendly. I'm not really used to that. So he might be broken. Yes, that is a bit hilarious. But like I said, we didn't say anything bad about him. Not so sure about that, Gary. I've seen some comments from you, left and right. I'm not sure if that is the normal operation behavior. Ah, well, I wasn't in Renty's stream, so I know nothing about this. So I have no comments on this. Comments, sorry. Yeah, well, actually, whoa, hang on. Yeah. There are mods on this channel, just none of the mods have showed up yet. So it looks like there are no mods. I can understand. Let's add a few. People I know. That shouldn't be too hard. There's one. I will not say names. Oh, hello, Chris Dunham. Didn't see you come in. Sorry. Welcome. Oh, he apparently has a premiere. That was bad timing of me. Sorry. Loki. Loki is also a mod. Now I say it out loud anyway. Hey, second best Bob. Good evening. Mm-mm-mm. And now I already forgot who I made mods. That's fine. That's perfectly. My memory is not that great today. Or ever. So guys, give me a subject. Or anything. Any questions? Ooh. Apparently. Burnham. Let me see if I can. Don't know. Let me see if we can get Chris's premiere inside here. Oh, it looks different inside the studio. Usually in the chat, the mods are blue, but in the studio there's only a spanner that is blue and the name is still gray. Bit weird. So I didn't see the mods there for a second, but they are there. Hey NIMROD. Hello Garrett Dawson. Sorry if I butchered your name. Where's Chris again? Ah, here. Oh, and they hit the option again to go to the channel of a certain person. That's awesome. They've add a function and they delete a function within a week. Thank you, YouTube. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Share. Oh, that was not what I intended. You can probably hear it already. Chrome tab. Here is Chris. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Chris Dunham. Thank you very much for sharing that, Chris. Please go over to his channel, subscribe if you liked it, give him at least a view for the stats. Sharing here is, of course, nice, but it doesn't give him the attention that YouTube requires to share it in the communities. So I link it in the chat right now if you want to give it a view later. That would be great for him. And Chris, thank you for letting me stream that. That was a few minutes of content that I didn't have to prepare for. Not that I prepared anything at all, but that's fine. I want to thank everyone who is coming, actually, who came here online today. There are now 29 viewers according to StreamYard. That is about 28 more than I expected. That was one of my fears that I had before, that no one would show up. And it was an unannounced one. So I can now say from maybe I can prepare something in the future for a stream to do something and know that people will be there. So that gives me a bit of confidence to do more of this stuff in the future, maybe. So thank you all for being here. Hello, Wheel Sickness. I saw Professor Phil Bell before coming in. Thank you for coming as well. Keith Newton. Hello. What else? Who else did I miss? Madman, I think I saw you before. Gary cannot be modded. Is that a new name? Mr. NIMROD. Oh, that's very nice. And you don't even see me at the moment. I'm not sure why, actually. I do know why. Because I had the wrong screen. Hello, everyone. It's me. No, Citizen 9. That was not an accident. I just wanted to try out what would happen if I did go live. And the thing that did happen is people showing up. Hello, Mexican Bob. Welcome. Is it buffering for anyone else? Or just the autistic cat? Please let me know in the chat. If no one replies, then it's buffering. That's also a thing. So if you want to make a fool of me and you do hear it, don't reply. Then you're making me look like a fool. What else do we have? Did anything... sorry, come again. Did anyone have saw a good video recently that I can share here? Maybe talk about a little bit. No, not you, Gary. Okay, thank you, Garrett. I'll pass, Marcus. Thank you. That is a weird request. Yes, it is really the hologram. It is not someone else who is mimicking my non-accent. As we all know, I don't have an accent. Just like Quickie doesn't have an accent as well. We all know that. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. We all have home connections. And sometimes that just breaks. Marcus is trying to push me, but it's not going to happen. Gary will not be a mod here. Hey, did I miss Mexican Bob? Ah, no buffer. Hello, Mexican Bob. Bob to Bob. Tusk. I did see part of Dell, but I was at the same moment, I was talking to Conspiracy Cats and Jesse in our German group. So I did have it on the background. I saw him, I heard him fuming. I heard he had COVID, and I heard his dog passed away. That is a sad thing. But his fuming, yeah, that was even worse than usual. No, Marcus, not going to happen. But yeah, Dell was not being a happy cookie. Gary, if that is a different video than that I covered already, then I will take a look at it, just not on the stream right now. And if you've screwed up again, you know what will happen. Because we all saw your last attempt. You did say things appeared bottom first, and in every one of the videos that you chose, something not on the bottom disappeared first. Garrett, yes, that is true. That is both sad news and good news. The sad news I will skip because that is up to her to tell. But the good news is she moved to another house. So I think she's just settling in. And I'm sure she'll be back pretty soon. We had a virtual tour yesterday. It is a pretty nice house with a huge television. I think she said to me there's something in diagonal. It was nice. Let's see, what else do we have? I got a bit lost. Hey, Bunny Killer. I have no idea who you are. Welcome. I've not seen you before. Yeah, I did see you before, actually. No, I replied to one of your comments about 2 or 3 months ago, I think. Sorry, I forgot for a second. Yeah, the shorts never stopped. If you are subscribed to her on TikTok, then you get regular updates about cats, indeed. And sometimes some other stuff. Wealthy? Oh, that Wealthy. Okay, sorry. You guys confuse me sometimes. When I talk, I don't read the chat. Bad habit. Hey, look who's there. So, if I try to pronounce that, you all guys are all gonna laugh, so I'm not doing that. I need to prepare. I wasn't prepared for that. Yes, that's on purpose. So, what else do we have? Oh. Come on, guys, give me something. If only you could give me that for real, Clive Ross. Oh, that's a question. Do you have any tattoos? I do that part first. No, I do not have any tattoos. Sorry. Do I want to any? Yes, actually, I do. There is a design I had made. I'm not sure exactly where it is, somewhere on my computer. And the design was made, what was it, 12 years ago, I think. It is a bit weird. It is a band logo from VNV Nation. It sounds weird to have a tattoo of, but after 12 years, I still stand by it. So I think I might do that someday still. Even if they stop making music, that was a thing that has been so long in my life. That would not be anything bad. And I would do it on outside my right leg. I forgot the English name for that. Lower leg. Right. I'm sure someone in the chat will say what that is called again. And then I will say, yes, of course. I just forgot the word. And that was the band name in case. Kelf. Oh, that is not an. Oh, yeah, of course I knew. Oh, that's cool. Well, I still listen to them on a daily basis. I even went to a concert, what was it, in Bielefeld? What's 2 or 3 years ago? I think 2.5 years ago now. Yeah, I think Calv is correct, but I just. Maybe I banned everything that has to do with cows. In a way. I'm not quite sure why. Thank you, Bunny Killer. I have some problems sometimes with words I'm not really familiar with. But that's fine. We all learn. Ah, okay. Einstürzen Neubauten. I know that. I have heard some music a very long time ago. Didn't quite like it at the time, but maybe I should give it another try because I did notice that my taste sometimes change a little bit. That's things I didn't like in the past or couldn't stand music-wise that I now actually appreciate. A good example of this is Project Pitchfork. Years ago, I didn't like them whatsoever, and now I've seen them even live, and I love it. Hello, George. Good evening. Welcome. Hmm. Is that even older? No, just a joke, Chris. Okay, where am I? I am in Germany, but I am originally from the Netherlands, to make it more confusing. Oh, 28 likes. That's amazing. I was not expecting this. Thank you so very much, everyone. Oi, we have a little guest on my side. Oh, she's a bit shy. Come, Alessia. Oh, she doesn't want now. That's fine. No, that's a no-go. Yes, but where is the Enterprise? That is the question then, eh? Yeah, but she floated away. Alessia, komm. Komm auf Kamera. Komm doch. Das nicht. Hast du heute keinen Bock? No, she really doesn't want today. Well, that's fine. 10.5. That went down quickly. Yesterday she was 21. Miss 21, that is. Not her age, obviously. So, any other weird questions? Or maybe normal ones? Oh, wow. That is the second super chat ever on this channel. Thank you, second by Bob. Again, thank you, second best Bob, for 5 British pounds. So sorry, Mr.42, I'm not even sure where you are. Germany. Yes, I am in Germany, indeed. Thank you very much for the super chat. Does she speak English? Well, um, actually, she doesn't speak much at all currently, but it's coming more and more every day. And then it's pretty funny what she does pick up. We are teaching her Russian and German. German because we live in Germany, and Russian because her mama is Russian. What does she speak to me? English. She learned that from the tablet and from television, from you guys, YouTubers. That's what I listen to every day, all day long, since I work from home. So she hears it, repeats it, and I hear it back from her, which is pretty funny. What's go? And the third super chat ever, and the first time I get 20 sex. So thank you, Nimrod. Oh, you have this. Have some sex for me. Thank you thank you very much, Nimrod, for the sex with from you, not with you, but from you. I hear German sausages are the worst. Yes, they are, absolutely. Russian because very soon we'll all be speaking it. Well, I'm not so sure about that. That is a question. What is the stupidest level Earth observer phrase you've heard? Let me think about this one. Ein moment, Chatty. Well, it's not really a phrase, but his last video was a bit over the top, even more than usual. I did cover it in my last video. It was the stabbing of another astronaut on the International Space Station with a microphone. I sighed, I had to watch it 3 times just to see what he was really on about. The guy doesn't, the microphone, as far as I could see, doesn't even touch the other guy. That is really over the top, more than usual. It's really weird. Dear oh dear is the correct answer from the Mexican Bob and from Garrett Johnson. And Leo sucks. Yeah. So I'm not sure if he's gonna continue that kind of videos. Yeah, what to do? As you might have noticed, I did cover him a lot of his videos in the past. I kind of stopped doing that. For one part, I noticed lot of the commenters were kind of sick of him, seeing too much of him. And at some point, he started repeating himself. He was uploading videos that I already replied to. So I even stopped watching every upload that he's doing. Yes, you can. If Leo is watching at some point, yes, Leo, I did watch each and every of your videos. I just stopped doing it because you're too boring. Leo is suffering from escalation fever. His audience are getting bored, so he has to keep acting dumber and dumber to keep the views up. Yeah, but a lot of flat Earth channels have the same problem. I saw some comparisons in viewers versus live stream. Subscribers between the Flat Earth channel and Jose was that. I forgot which the Flat Earth channel was, and they were live at the same time. Jose had like 50 viewers, and the other channel with, what was it, 10 times the amount of subscribers had 25 viewers. So yeah, it's going down. Second bet, Bob. I'm coming with you in a second. We have another super chat from Judy Bassett. On my screen it is empty, but it might be in... No, it is just an M. Thank you very much, Judy Bassett, for your super chat. So, second best, Bob, as I promised. What is your favorite Star Trek series? I think that would be The Next Generation. I'm actually watching it at the moment. Not right now, this moment, but I'm in the middle of watching it a bit every day. That is at least the 20th time I'm starting the series all over. Which I actually do for all of the Star Trek series, but yeah, Next Generation more than the others. So, but I enjoy them all, to be fair. What is this? Oh, Leo is like a stupidity is a right auditor. Well, it isn't a right. Well, stupidity is a right. We just don't have to listen to it. So that's fine. Okay, Tusk, that is your opinion. You're free to have one. I just don't agree with you. And his name is not Dracula, but I know why you do that. The Orville. That was okay to watch once. Maybe I will watch it again ever in the future. But it's not a top series. But it's funny for once. Yeah, that's fine. Voyager I enjoyed as well. Just not 20 times, maybe 15 times. Well, Next Generation I watched 20 times, so that's the difference. Hey, we have a celebrity in the house, Mr. Jones 1972. Welcome, Mr. Jones. I'm not sure. Have you done recent live streams, Mr. Jones? Because I might need some help here. This is my first ever live stream alone, besides the one from STST that he did leave me alone for 10 minutes. But I'm here for 38 already, so doing well. If you want to join me, Mr. Jones, the link is available to you. I'm doing fine, thank you. Now let's see what happened in the between. Kirk or Picard? Ah, good one, Kirk. I think that's the same answers as Sheldon gave, yeah? Next Generation or Original? Well, Next Generation, but Captain Kirk. If I remember correctly, I might be off on this. And a question. Hello, Mr.42. What meal would you order at the restaurant at the end of the universe? Oh, anything but fish. So I really have no idea. I don't really have a favorite food thingy that I did talk about in a live stream, not on my channel. That was on... What is the live show with Craft Tequila and Steaming Cup of Reason? I forgot the name of the show, but I was there on there once. They talked about food. And I was totally silent because all those things that they talk about, I'm not an eater of strange things or unknown things in general. So I cannot really talk about that much. Jones is good. Yeah, Jones is good. Thank you very much, Mr. Jones. I'm doing just great, apparently. Thank you. Hello, Blue Feather. Haven't seen you there. That's another opinion of Real Sickness. He likes Janeway most. Well, that's fine if that's your opinion. I just have another opinion. All good. Order the steak. Will do. I do like steak. There's a link. I think I pinned it at the top, Nimrod. And I think people don't want to see you per se, but they do want to see your cat. So you are always welcome. Yeah, live on the flip side, indeed. Was it on the flip side, I think? But thank you, that is the name indeed. And that is the name of the restaurant at the end of the universe. That is very hurtful. After 3, you're dead. 2 was the max. Other than the films with the original aging cast, I think I've seen the original series when I was a kid. Not seen any others. Space Trek just isn't that good. Okay, Clive. If you think your time is best spent watching other things or reading a book or whatever you do for a hobby, that is all good. As long as you enjoy yourself. Maybe learn something on the way. That's all good. Hey, we have a guest in the waiting room. So let's get him in. It is Trevor Austin. Good evening, Trevor.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining.
Pleasure. I've never been on one of these things before. Just thought I'd give it a go, see what happens.
Well, that is a coincidence. I never done a live stream on my own channel or by myself before. So that's a first for everyone then. I have done 2 live streams before, but it was one for the birthday of me and Limey Play, and I think the week before for the same reason, but like a pre-party or something. I'm not sure. But I was never alone. And one time I did it on the STSD channel, as I just said, for 10 minutes because his telephone ran out of battery. That was also funny.
I'm at 52%, so I should be all right for a while.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna make it very long anyway. It is 11:45 in the evening for me. I have to work in the morning. That doesn't mean I will leave now. Don't worry. I will just not make it hours and hours. That is. I actually expected it would take like 10 minutes because like I said, I didn't expect anyone to show up. Hello, Turtle Moves. Welcome.
Yeah, today I've been responding, shall we say, to Brian Logic's latest post.
What was the post about?
His latest one was asking 18 questions to why Wolfie hasn't submitted flight data recorder.
Oh, yeah, I saw the intro of that video indeed. But I didn't even know that Wolfie was supposed to do that. So the video didn't say anything to me. It didn't mean anything to me. So I left it alone.
Well, Brian thinks that Wolfie guaranteed him some flight data recorder data. And as far as Wolfie is concerned, if he wants the data, he can pay for it.
Right.
And from my past life, I know that dealing with flight data recorder, flight data recorder data is, shall we say, it can be complicated.
I can imagine, yeah. They have a function to be read out when something has happened.
Well, there are two sorts of data. There's the flight data recorder data, which is sealed in an orange box, sometimes two orange boxes. And then there's a quick access recorder data. The latter is easier to get to than the former.
Okay, yeah.
Both require loads of software, and you have to understand exactly what you're looking at, and you have to follow some rules about how you're going to deal with it. So quite what he's going to get from it, I haven't a clue.
Yeah, but I can also imagine that once you have the data out of that, you must know what you're looking at to be able to interpret what you are looking at.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
And
think
then the next bit is that none of it will actually show anything.
no, there's
Well,
just raw data, I guess. I have
it
no
is.
idea, but that's what I imagine.
It's a set of numbers, values. It will show positions, speeds. Depending on what sort of data you've got, it could well even show you the level of the toilet and who pushed the button.
Oh wow.
So
Okay. Yeah, but like I said, I did see the video popping up in my Discord. I clicked it. I watched the intro, and the subject I just didn't recognize it. I didn't know that that Wolfie had something like this or not. So I clicked it away from. Yeah, that's not for me to respond to. Oh dear. This is a little issue. My daughter is in need of something.
right, okay.
I will try to do that at the same time, but it requires me to move a little bit.
Fair enough.
So, just in case, I will turn the camera off. Yeah, the camera is now off.
Fair enough, but you can still hear.
Yeah, I can still hear. I can still see. So, so she is going to sleep soon, and she is not potty trained for the night yet.
I know what you mean. I've been through that 3 times. Well, actually 4, I suppose, if you include the latest member of the family.
Ah, right. But this is my second. So yeah, she's asking for it herself, and of course it needs to be done right now while I'm on stream. But that's fine. So, anything going on in the chat? Why don't they make the planes out of the same stuff as the black box? I think it would be too heavy. Second best, Bob.
No, they're quite lightweight things. They're not very big. They're about.
No, but the material is relatively heavier than aluminum from the outside of the body of the airplane.
It is. They are quite tough. Yes.
Yeah. So the airplane would be too heavy if you made the whole airplane out of that material. That was my argument.
Probably yes, but it's not just sort of. They're not just made of steel on the outside. You then find that the insides are full of sand, silica. So they become flame resistant, heat resistant, waterproof.
Yeah. And there's a battery inside.
Indeed, yeah. It's not much of a battery, to be honest. They don't last for very long when they're not connected to power, and some don't last at all when they're not connected to power, which is one of the deficiencies.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that is a decision they have to make. There's only a certain size that you can make it, a certain weight that you can make it, that it's still practical, that
Absolutely.
it's still strong enough, and yeah, this is what it does. So the battery is there. That's I do know, to send out a signal from, hey, ping, 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 here I am, for a certain amount of time, and that's all it does. And I learned that from the Malaysian air crash, that they were looking for that signal.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Jones, I know, but I was confused because of the English and the Americans. He's correcting me on the aluminum. I chose one randomly, and I knew whichever I chose, someone would reply to it that I did it incorrectly. Actually, in my own language, it's also aluminium. So I made a very strange choice there, Mr. Jones, but deal with it. Oi, oi, oi. So, what else is going on? My daughter is ready. Oh, I can turn the camera on again. Kom ze hier, Setsie. Dus de oog op camera. Kom, goed op camera. Hier. Zeg maar hallo, hallo. Nee, she doesn't want to.
Bless.
Oh. Mr. Jones says, don't panic. Well, actually,
Absolutely.
I'm a bit more... Oh, maybe I forgot something. I'm a bit more relaxed than in the beginning. Thank you. There's another visitor in the backstage.
Well, bring him
He
on.
says, I am NIMROD. And I agree, that is NIMROD and Cat. With a very fancy green... What's a thingy on his head? Hello, Nimrod. You're free to
Hello
talk.
there, how are you? Am I really?
fine.
Thank you. How is everybody?
Trevor, how are you? He is asking, I think.
Is on TV.
Yes.
I think the cat's brilliant.
The cat is brilliant, yeah. What's his puppy?
Loves my shoulder.
That is the favorite place, huh?
Yep.
I think
And
the reflection
nice
of the eye is
and warm.
fantastic. I'm getting
Yeah, it goes
flashes of
to
green and orange and
it goes to show how good their night vision is. That how much light is getting reflected back towards cameras.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Their eyes are, I mean, just if you look closely into their eyes, just the pattern in the eyes is absolutely brilliant.
I wish my cat would sit like that. But the little bee doesn't even want to be touched at times. And she runs away from everything. Yeah, this is Katze, yeah.
Well,
my daughter recognized the cat on screen.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Best cat ever.
Yeah. Oh, something odd my daughter is doing. My cat is called Mushka. But my daughter refuses to say this. For the last 3 years, she calls it Titi. And it's still Titi. She's calling cat Titi. Mushka? No, Titi. I have no idea where that came from. She made up a name and that's just stuck for her.
As long as it works, I guess.
One down here.
Sorry, come again, Trevor?
Here's my little one here. So.
It's a little doggy. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cute Nimrod.
I can't sit down for 1 second before she's up on my lap and curling up and getting warm, or up on my shoulders.
My cat hasn't done that ever. Not once.
Well, this one's always been a friendly one, but she gets very jealous of when there are women around.
It's all the time then.
Well, no, I wish it'd be more often, but she kind of hisses and gets very jealous.
Keith Newton is a doggo fan.
Yes, let me take off my hat. It's kind of warm.
Well, those are numbers that I never expected for an unannounced stream. Oh, Nimrod dropped off. That's a bit more than taking your headset off. So, how was your week? Oh, Nimrod is back. I will drag him. How was your weekend, Trevor?
Well, I don't really have weekends. As I've retired, I just have days in the week. Mind you, having said that, when I was working, it was still days in the week. So I was working a block of 3 days or 4 days, then coming home for a block of 2 or 3 days at home, and then off to
Okay.
work again. So it's a matter of I've now got to get used to, how can I put it, a normal retirement now we're coming out of this nasty kung flu.
Right. Hello, Colin. Good evening. Yeah, I hope that you can enjoy your retirement then soon again, because sitting at home is not everything.
Well, it's no, I've been getting out and about, but it's just that the rest of the world hasn't. So I'd like to see a little bit. Well, would I like to see more of the world? I'd like to see more of the country I actually live in. Well, I haven't seen much of it, would you believe? In all the years, I probably know my way around Europe better than I do anywhere else.
Well, it's not the worst place to know.
Oh, indeed, absolutely. But there's such some beautiful places in the country. I just haven't been there. So having the motorbike, I can get out and see it when
That's
when it's
awesome,
open.
yeah. Especially if the weather is nice.
I can do
Personal
that.
opinion. Good night, second best Bob. Have a good night. Sleep well. And I will do this again. I will just not make promises right now on when and how. I need to figure it out all for myself, how I'm going to do this in the future. I need to prepare something, stuff like that.
Well, I mean, you don't always have to prepare for something. You can just talk shite. It's like you triggered Limey and STST and just talk utter nonsense.
Yeah, but first of all, Limey is a better talker than I will ever be. He just cannot shut up. So he can make an hour live stream without any guest. I am not able to do that for sure. I need some interaction. I need some input. So there's something. And then he has already by now the bigger channel. So the moment he clicks live, there's at least twice the amount of people than I can get in a few seconds. And that really helps. The interaction with the chat helps.
Yeah, it sure. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask Mr.42, where does he get his ideas from for his videos? Because I really do enjoy the humour in them. They are splendid bits of, well, irony, sarcasm.
Yeah, I think that is a part of my heritage, me being Dutch and all. I actually hardly ever think a joke I had before recording. Most of the jokes, I would say 95%, the moment I click record, something pops up. I stop recording. I rewrite my little text on the screen. That is the script that I do. The script is made 10 seconds before I record it. Every little bit. So I put a bit of video from the original source that I cover. Then I cut it. I want to say something. That is basically the moment that I have a joke. Very, very sometimes there is a joke that I see at the moment I watch the video the first time, but that doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, I am used to your national humour, Dutch humour, for another reason. And I work with, you probably recognise the flag. If I can move this camera in the right direction.
Yes.
Yeah, left is right and right is left. It's kind of a bit weird.
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah. For me too, yeah. Mr. Jones says, what is a script? It is that little piece of text that you can sometimes write to say in the camera, but you don't have to do that, Mr. Jones. But sometimes you can. I don't do it all the time as well anyway.
It's what slurpers try to follow when they're debating FTFE, and he just leads them completely off script, and their little brains go.
Yeah.
I love watching FTFE. Yeah, I love watching FTFE's debates. For that moment when you can noticeably see or hear the little brain cell go pop.
Yeah.
I say that format of video though is far too long for me. When it starts going much above an hour, I'm really a bit lost.
Yeah. Well, in that case, there is a person who makes short versions of those debates, who edits it and then uploads it for like 20 minutes. Maybe that is a good format for you then. So you know what is going on, but you don't have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat will link it for sure, or say the name.
Fair enough. It's the disappointing part, or expected part, is there's nothing really new which is coming onto the, if you like, the discussion forum from our friends the flat earthers. It's the same old guff of ignore, pretend, and how can we put it? Their world just doesn't make sense, and that's the thing which really irritates me. That we have spent thousands of years accumulating knowledge, and then we have someone who just puts it all in a liquidizer, blends it all up, and throws it away.
Indeed, that is what happens. And the things that they talk about aren't even compatible with the other things they talk about.
Absolutely.
They all think that if they all do the same thing, they'll be all able to get monetized and earn money from it. And
do you think so?
People are bored of it now. Well, I suppose we were talking about this on another stream, and I think it was this morning. And it's just some of them truly believe that the Earth is flat, and they're brainwashed into it. But some of the bigger ones are very, they're just grifting, really, just trying to make money from people's stupidity.
Right.
And it's failing for them, as we can all see. I mean, a lot of the bigger flat earthers, older flat earthers, are losing subscribers here, there, and everywhere.
To be honest, not all of them are asking for money. People like Dell or Level Earth Observer are not in it for the money.
This is true, and no, but these are the brainwashed people.
Yeah.
But there are some out there who think, oh, maybe I can get away with earning a bit of cash out of this, and there's lots of other people who think just like me and know the truth. You can make money from YouTube.
Yeah. Colin, does it help if I let you know that I do it even over OBS? So there's an extra layer there. I could have done it directly in OBS, but I then couldn't take on guests because I didn't set it up ever. So you're complaining for no reason. You're just making a joke, I know. I hope. Yeah. And I don't think Level Earth Observer is even a real flat earther. The reason that he does it is to cause damage and see how many people he can make believe stupid things. He's in it for the power.
I think he's hurt. I think he probably got his measure when he did this sort of I'm at peace now, when he described what happened at school. I think you got the full measure of the guy with that one. He is hurt from being at school when he couldn't keep up, and because he couldn't keep up, he threw a tantrum, and in the process of throwing a tantrum, he was punished. Yeah, and I think that's been with him for the whole of his life.
Yeah. Have you seen his video or my take on that video, the sub story?
Both.
Oh, both. Okay.
Both.
I'm at peace with it now. That is the part I've taken out and I've used over and over again.
Oh,
every time he says a bad word that he's upset, I'm using that.
Oh, indeed, and he deserves it. I think he's a small man suffering from small manitis.
I don't know. There's something wrong there. But I don't think he believes any word he says.
I don't know. He's so consistently coming up with it, and it's the other thing which is I find interesting is that he's not prepared to listen to anything. And more than that, rather than not just listen, he actually will prevent, as many flat earthers do, they'll prevent anybody who holds a different view from coming on their comment section. So to give Brian Logic his due, he doesn't actually seem to block people.
No, that's true.
I think the comments which do get blocked are for some reason filtered out by the YouTube bots.
Yeah, that happens on my channel as well, and it's very annoying because as a creator, I do get a notification that there is a comment, and by the time I click it, it's already gone.
Yeah. For example, I started off a comment with a script in there on Brian's Logic channel, which went something like, "Look out, incoming," and then ... And the YouTube bot didn't like that. It flushed it out. It wouldn't take it, so remove that line, and off it goes.
That's weird.
Sometimes there's an offending word in there which he doesn't like. And then if you can find that word, eliminate it, and then it goes. The comment can go up, but I haven't a clue why. Because it's not even offensive words.
It is very weird. There was I think Mr. Jones will remember this. There was a time that when he replied on my channel, no, not replied, commented on my channel, it was deleted no matter what he said. He said good work, a good job, deleted.
Yep.
He said nothing wrong. He was not in my blocked list. I have no blocked words or anything. Just everything he said was deleted instantly for some reason. And it fixed itself at some point. It's very weird.
Yeah.
I even added him to the accepted list. There's a list of people that you can, forgot the name, approved list of something.
All right, okay.
I added him to this. Still, it was deleted. And yeah, of course he remembers. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yes, I've got a very
they're bots.
I'm sorry, I overspoke that.
Yeah, they're bot. No, it's all right. Their bot seems to be very dodgy. Because there's some streams I can write whatever I want and it goes up. Because I usually have my iPad on and I'm using my telephone to do the typing because it's easier.
All right.
And I'll type in the comment. It'll show on my iPhone, but on my iPad, the comment never comes up.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is weird for another reason as well. As we all know, Mr. Sensible made an awesome video. He uploads it, it gets deleted. He appealed, it is not approved. He sent it to me to upload it to Odyssey, so I did. And I was like, hey, now I have the video, let's try to upload it to YouTube. So I did upload it to YouTube. I left it unlisted. And the next day I check, it's still there. So I talked with him about it. And I asked him, hey, is it okay if I put it online? And I will not monetize it, I said. He said, put it online and you can even monetize it. So I clicked the button monetize. Okay, the monetization didn't went through, only for premium. Fine, fair enough. It is about a controversial subject. I will not even complain about that.
Yeah.
But the video is accepted. Well, it is deleted for him. So why is the bot reacting on his video on his channel, but not on my channel for the same video?
I think we can probably assume then there's multiple bots. If they work differently, there's multiple bots and multiple versions.
They should be the same. Yeah. And on Twitter, a few days later, someone who didn't know I uploaded it tried to do the same. It was deleted. Yeah, very weird. Well, at least it's up there. People can watch it. Sorry for the noise.
I wonder if even YouTube knows. It's all right. I wonder if YouTube even understand that their bot is doing this sort of stuff.
Not completely, but that is the thing with artificial intelligence. Once it learns by itself, you lose track of what it is actually doing. And it is with every form of this.
It sucks Glenn Serio's ass.
Isa said, oh my god, I didn't know Nimrod was Irish.
Yeah, I've seen that. I am? Am I? How could you tell? I don't have an accent.
Just everyone else does.
Yeah, I mean, only Mr.42 and Creaky Blinder and me, we don't have any accents at all.
I sometimes have an accent.
Well, when you're not speaking in English.
Hey, Ace Fox 1, welcome, and thank you for your nice compliment. Keep watching.
I was a little shocked to put my first comment in and see that I'd become a spanner automatically. I don't know how that works.
I gave you a spanner.
Well, I am a complete nutter tool. I have said that many, many times.
Well, that's your words, not mine.
I've said it about myself more than once, and there is documented proof of that. I think guys is crushing on me a little bit.
You mean this?
Yep.
Next, bro, are you sure?
Never thought I'd be getting messages like that on YouTube.
Okay, this is funny. Sean Hawkins says here, you speak very good English for a Portuguese, Mr. 42.
Now, why would Citizen 9 want me to say Sky Miles?
Sky Miles.
Sky.
He's
Sky
copying
Miles,
it
what's
from
wrong with
Brian.
that?
Sky Miles.
Well, no, Brian isn't Irish. He's what we call a bogger in the bad sense of the words. I am ashamed that that man exists and is a product of the Irish schooling system.
There's another one on screen for you, Nimrod.
Was very good.
It's supposed to be very good, but it's produced someone like Brian's Logic. 33 and a third. Well, those of us who work in the airline industry all know that the number 3 is pronounced like the Irish say tree. Or that's how it's supposed to pronounce anyway. So I say it correctly.
And the rest of the world is wrong, of course.
Well, he's actually, I totally
Irish...
agree. It is technically meant to be pronounced tree, but I never did. So.
No, nobody ever does. Nobody ever calls India indigo either. So, you know. But having worked in airports, in a couple of different airports, I've learned the lingo over past 20 years or so.
Yeah. I hope you're not responsible for Dublin.
I used to work in Dublin, but I wasn't responsible for Dublin. No, I was just the person that you'd come and scream at when your luggage came up. Yeah, I was the person you came and screamed at when your luggage came up in bits.
Actually, to be honest, the luggage at Dublin Airport used to work quite well. The bit which was a bit chaotic was air traffic control, or rather, should I say, the planning or lack of planning of air traffic control. And the other thing I found rather interesting...
Yeah, the air traffic control in Dublin, I mean, the ground control have quite a good sense of what's going on, but when you start getting out to the runway, there's huge restrictions on how many takeoffs and landings they can perform on their runway, because that airport's been there since 1919 or something like that, or since World War I anyway. There's been an airport there.
Yeah.
And now people who've moved in after that airport's been fully built and everyone knows Dublin Airport is there, they've gone in and moved next door to it, and then they complain that they can hear the aircraft.
Yeah.
And here's the weirdest thing. They're after building a new runway, which is a parallel to the existing 28, which is the longest one in Dublin.
I've seen the work.
They're both the same length, but yeah. So there's one on each side of the airport, and the government has given them rules where they're now allowed even fewer takeoffs and landings, despite the fact they now have double the capacity.
I'll be right back. Please continue.
Okay.
Yeah, no bother. I can talk for hours on certain things. You'll never stop an Irishman from talking shite. Just look at Brian's logic.
No, no. It's good. He's got a heart, that man, but I think it's his mind is, shall we say, misguided. Poor man. But okay.
Yeah, I think he's been drinking too much slurry. I mean, what other excuse could there be for just utter nonsense coming out of him? It's just, when I first seen him, I was like, hey, that guy's Irish. I said, this is going to be good. He's talking to flat earthers. Maybe he's on the other side. And then I heard what he was talking about, and I was like, oh, no. I'm rescinding your passport. I'm writing a letter to the Minister for Passports, getting them to cancel it.
I find it truly amazing that he's got hold of the wrong end of the stick so many times. And there's absolutely no logic in anything he says. It's the complete opposite at all times. And I find it baffling.
Yeah, I generally try to avoid anything he's in because his accent kind of annoys me, and then the stuff that he's saying annoys me even more, and it's so hard to listen to. And it's unfathomable how he can believe that the Earth is flat when Ireland is notoriously not flat. And, you know, from day one you walk into school, it's the Earth is a globe. There's no question about it. And of course, 99% of schools in Ireland are run by the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church says the Earth is a globe. So,
for me, I do remember over the years that the fact that we live on a globe is introduced to you piece by piece. It's not also we live in a ball. It's a little bit by a little piece at a time coming in, which starts to make sense as you get closer to the reality that we live on a ball, because it's glued together with physics, geography, would you believe even biology, and the sciences, where you actually see how daylight works, the seasons. So the whole thing all links together.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's ever actually said to me ever in my schooling that the Earth is a globe. I mean, that the globe word wasn't really anything was used. It was just like, yes, the Earth is a globe. And I think they mentioned it maybe once or twice. And then you go in and you look at the plate tectonics, and this is how the Earth works, and this is how weather is caused, and everything else like that. And you can see where mountains have been formed here, and plate tectonics has shifted. America's over there, but you can see that the mountains in Scotland were made at the same time as the mountains on the east coast of America, and it's very, very clear this. And then the proof of it is all in Iceland, where you can see the continental shelf splitting apart. I don't know how Brian's logic missed all that. And I mean, even if he did skip school a lot, I skipped school an awful lot. And I know the basics of how the Earth works.
And there I am again.
And there we go.
The hologram is back. We were just discussing
I've been following
brain's illogic.
Yeah, I saw a funny tombstone picture. Here lies Brian's logic. Don't worry, Brian is fine.
Yeah, we should call him Brain from now on.
He might get one someday.
Well, he has to have at least one brain cell for him to be able to breathe.
Well, he's almost. The thing
maybe
is, I
half a
think
brain
he's
cell.
probably almost there. You know, he's a little nudge away. It will dawn on him one day.
One day,
it'll twig.
One day, if he asks Santa nicely, Santa will actually bring him a brain cell instead of a lump of coal.
Just a little bit of rewiring required, that's all.
Next pro went to a phase of thinking the Earth was flat. Then he woke up and had breakfast. Very well
I mean,
said, Next pro.
if the Earth was flat, cats would have pushed everything off by now.
Yeah.
Off the edge, yeah.
And even this one has stopped pushing things off of flat surfaces in my house because she's done the experiment so many times and has only got one conclusion.
So, talking about flat Earth. Yesterday on Discord.
All right.
Simon's Den Discord. There was this so-called paper. The azimuthal transformation of flat Earth physics. He says, in this paper, in short, very short, the Earth could be flat, but because of bending light and whatever, blah blah, I didn't quite understand what he tried to say, but we would see it as a sphere or as a globe.
No.
He ends with, "Are you a flat earther?" No, just tired of the debate. Well, in every reply that he gave, he reacts as a flat earther.
Well, unfortunately, it's more than just does it look flat, isn't it? Because even if you get around the light bit and what you see, the other bits which tell you that the Earth is in fact a sphere still come into play, such as weather systems. They have a very, very simple part. And then we have how things track around the Earth. Then we have the observation of stars. Then we have the fact that when you do look at the stars, the angular relationship of stars doesn't change as they move across the sky. And this diagram does what? Yes.
Bending light.
And that's just to look at the surface.
Yeah.
It's a few bits missing.
No, I think of the 50,000 piece jigsaw, he only has a corner.
Or three different jigsaws from Oxfam.
This would be his day and night and seasons on a flat Earth. The seasons part I don't see. The day and night, yeah, sorry, but light doesn't bend that way.
I mean, that doesn't explain why right now, how even though it is winter where I am, and we usually have about 5 or 6 inches of snow around this time of year, and it's no snow at all. So, what? Just no. That hurts my brain to look at.
Okay, fixed. If people want to go for the discussion about this on Simon Den's Discord channel, you can find the links and everything. But it's not good for your mental health.
No. Cats are great for your mental health, though.
Cats are great.
Say that. Yes, they certainly are. And Dora Nku, it's Sky Miles, not Sky Miles.
It's Sky Miles.
Sky Miles.
No. To be fair,
it's not.
it is just an accent Brian has. I will never say anything on how he says stuff. I just attack him on what he says.
Yeah, his words are pure nonsense. And as for his accent, it is a country accent. I can hear that straight off. And if I was better at my Irish accents, I could even tell you what county and what part of the county. But I'm not one of those
Cork
types.
Cork.
No, it's not. It's not Cork. Because in Cork, they sing at you, boy. How are you doing? And Brian doesn't talk like that, no.
All right.
That's that's Irish Demon right there. That's how Irish Demon talks whenever his mammy-in-law walks into the room. There is a big difference between the two, but I mean, when you start talking, like Cork and Kerry are very similar, but for those who really recognise it,
I'm running out of battery.
Difference.
Oh. So I guess we have to say goodbye to you.
I think he's maybe getting a charger.
Well, you're absolutely correct. Well, unfortunately, a wind might wind. A splosh of wine somehow crept into my iPad and stopped it from charging. Until, of course, you hold the charger at exactly the right angle and put it in exactly the right way, then it might just work. And as it happens, it is working. But,
hooray!
That's our good influence.
Citizen 9. We can find him by his sextant readings.
Sextants.
Sextants. They don't talk about sextants because they get it all wrong, so they must be only ever talking about sextants and just have completely fucked that up as well.
Next Pro, that would be good if you live in New York. Otherwise, it might be a little bit too expensive. But Wasman is a pro indeed. Oh, one moment. There's a daughter. What is Loes? Cookies? Ik heb geen cookies. She wants cookies.
Great for midnight on on a Saturday night. Yeah, here, why don't you have some sugar before you go to sleep?
Yeah, indeed. Welcome, Renee and me. I hope I said it correctly. Streaming, nice. Yeah, it's unique. It doesn't happen that often. But it was a test, and I think the test succeeds, so you might see it more often in the future. I will not repeat this, because then I have one on my left side asking for that same thing as well. And don't do it, Nimrod. I have my headset on, so she won't hear you. So it doesn't help.
No. I generally don't. I won't do that. Not to kids, because I have a 9-year-old and I've been through all of that before. So it's just like no.
But you were thinking about it.
I'm always thinking about those things. I'm not allowed to eat them anymore because I'm diabetic, but
Are there no cookies where there's no sugar in it? If you want cookies, you can have cookies, I think. Just not all cookies.
One of the worst things about the sugar replacement stuff that they put into the sugar-free sweets and cookies is it's a great laxative.
That's shit.
Yep. So I mean, you can, if you buy a whole bag of sugar-free Werther's Originals, you'll have no problems. I mean, it's like, have you ever read that review for gummy bears on Amazon?
Good night, Mr. Jones.
Well, if you want a really good Amazon review, look up Veet for Men and reviews on that one.
Okay. I can only imagine it's brilliant.
They are some of the they get changed over the years, but they are some of the funniest product reviews I have ever seen. Veet for Men is the smaller packet size. The stories in there are bizarre and funny.
Yeah. That'll be something for me to do in work now when I have my one day in work this week.
Yeah.
1 day, wow.
Yeah, I've been very, very sick for the last 5.5 months.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard something about it. I heard you said you explaining this yesterday somewhere.
Yeah, it was this morning on the flip side
morning.
with Keela, and yeah.
Yeah. Hey, baby.
Exactly.
And gone.
An apparition.
So yeah. So yeah, it's I've forgotten what I've been talking about. Yeah, anyway, that doesn't matter. It obviously wasn't important.
Well,
One
from
day
the
a
whole
week, you're
stream, that
thinking
was the part that I still remember. The rest of the stream I kind of forgot already.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I had wrong with me when I was sick is I had a bacterial infection in my brain, and my brain's just turned to complete mush since then. I mean, halfway into standing up, I'll forget if I'm sitting down or standing up. It's not
That's
just
no
a
good.
case of going. It's not a case of going into the kitchen and forgetting why I went in there. It's forgetting, am I standing up or sitting down?
Oh, that can't be good at all. Isn't it even dangerous?
Well, it's getting better than I was. I was much worse. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun. But the worst thing is I haven't forgotten a single thing about any of the computer programs or systems that we use at the airport. Went in, remembered everything, and I'm like, fuck, that's just wrong.
I know, it's bizarre. You sort of don't do something for a long period of time, then you go straight back in as if it's like having months off and then go straight back into work as if nothing has changed. You're as if you were there the previous day.
Yeah, I mean, I can never ever remember my email password, but all of the passwords I have to the programs and work, yep, not a problem.
What a shame. Yeah.
But yeah, okay, Dr. Osiris, my cat's name is Zuki.
Hello, Zuki. Oh no, you also have a headset. Nice katze.
Is she talking about the cat?
Yeah, she's calling Titi.
Yes, cats are great. I will say when I got home from the hospital, having this thing was a very big reason to get up every day and feed her, because she would be very, very vocal and start pawing me in the face for food. Yeah.
It's a truly
help,
remarkable cat, that.
Dr. Osiris' kitty's name is Emma.
Emma. Good name.
And you are like a pirate captain with a parrot on shoulder, says Marcus Weston.
This is a parrot cat.
A parrot cat.
Yeah, and one time my daughter came in and told me about a dream she had where she dreamt the cat was flying around my apartment.
That is weird.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay. Then she went and drew a picture of it, and then me and her and the cat with wings and a really long tail.
There's no snooze button on a hungry cat.
That is very, very true.
Same
That is
goes
why
for children.
I got woken up. Oh God, yeah. Oh, my 9-year-old she eats like a horse, and she's gotten my sense of humor, thank God. Because every time I say, "My God, you're eating like a horse," but Daddy, I don't eat hay.
Got a point there.
It's very true. Renee and me, cat sitting next to me. Oh yeah, hungry cat, they stare until you move.
Next Pro is a bit rude. He says, I like cats, but I've never managed to eat a whole one.
What's wrong with you? You can at least get 6 of these down. They're only small little bites. They're like it's like chicken nuggets, only like a little bit bigger. Kitten nuggets.
Kitten nuggets.
It's the Vietnamese McDonald's.
I don't know.
Or should I say China? China.
I don't know. A snack in Cambodia.
Caterpillar. The cat is the reason the parrot is. Huh?
The cat is the reason the parrot
Oh,
is...
Isaac. Dot. Good night, Isa, I think. Yes, good night, Isa.
She going? I missed it. Ah, yeah. Okay, good night, Isa. Thanks you for coming.
Yeah.
See you next time.
No, Dora, this is not an ex-parrot. This was never a parrot in the first place. She just thinks that sitting on shoulders is the way of the cat.
Might be an ex-pirate.
An ex-pirate, yeah. So all I need is a little eye patch for her.
I don't think that will be appreciated by the cat. I mean,
No, because when she was a kitten, I went and bought her a little Santa Claus outfit. So it has a Santa Claus jacket and a Santa Claus hat. The hat didn't last very long.
Of course.
And the jacket would have gone the same way, only she wasn't able to get at it. Although she did get her back paws stuck in it. That was funny.
Hello,
Mr.41.
Little Miss.
Hello, Miss 21.
Hello, zeg maar hello. No, not today.
Meow.
Cook maar here. Yeah, look at this, he says. He's turning something.
Oh yeah, that's okay. It's kind of hard to see in the hologram.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Nee, dat is geen speelzeug.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, be careful, the cat might jump through the screen.
Oh, then I have 2. That is nice. But then you're catless.
Yeah, well, there are times when it is nice to not have a pet around.
Oh, come on.
Especially when they're hungry. Or when they get the zoomies at 3 o'clock in the morning and they just have to jump on my sensitive bits and wake me up.
Yep. Mine doesn't do that either.
This one, well, she's a girl, so she knows where that bit is, and she lands full force there when she gets the zoomies every single time.
That's funny. No, mine doesn't jump on me at all, so also not in the night. She doesn't wake me up for food. She waits until I'm awake, and then she doesn't stop meowing, of course. But which is pretty annoying before the coffee.
Nice.
But yeah, that's cat life.
Yeah, cats are weird.
But
I will say one thing, that there is no cat that is a flat earther.
No.
And they all believe in gravity.
They rely on it.
They think it's most fun, especially with things that are able to break and smash on the floor.
My cat doesn't do that either. It's a very weird cat I have, I know.
Is your cat actually a cat?
I asked her, but
or is it just one of those stuffed ones that you buy in?
Ja, dat is miauw, ja.
It's one of the stuffed ones where you have to press a button for her to meow.
No, there's no button. I tried it once. It hurt.
You guys will have to excuse me here as I have a bedtime to meet, because I do
Yeah.
have to get up in the morning as I've got a few things to get done.
Okay.
So been a
Oh, you
pleasure to
perv.
be here. Thank
Well-
you very much, and I look forward to the next time.
Okay. Me too. And
Yeah.
thank you for being here.
Right,
Goodbye.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Trevor.
Bye.
I was about to close it slowly down as well. My alarm goes off in about 7 hours for work.
Yeah, my alarm goes off in 4 days.
No, your alarm goes off when she is hungry.
Oh, this alarm. Yeah, that too. I do
And that
that in
will
my
not be
sleep
in 4
now.
days.
So
Yeah.
I kind of feed her in my sleep now, so it's all right. I'm on automatic.
Yeah. So, is there anything you want to say to the chat, Nimrod? Anything you want to show or make sure everyone knows about you, whatever?
Well, there's not really that much to say about me, to be perfectly honest, apart from I do have a channel.
Yeah,
I
shit.
will post a link. There will be more stuff coming up soon because
you
my
have stuff
daughter
planned.
is showing a massive interest in YouTube, even though she's stuff. Yeah, well, she has stuff planned because she asked me if I had a channel. I said I do.
That's cool.
And so she wants to start doing some shorts.
Oh, okay. A bit
'cause
like TikTok,
I
but then
don't have a. Well, yeah, until I learn how to do some sort of editing.
okay.
I have to get an editor first too. Oh, look, I'm sideways. I'm in America.
I was confused about it as well, but I didn't
Or
want
I
to say
could
anything.
I could be in Japan. No, it would be America. Yeah, iPhones, they are great, but then they're also not great.
Now you know more again.
Apple have seemed to have made Apple have made the slippiest phone in the world. You put it on a flat surface that isn't got any lean on it, and next thing it'll be smashed on the floor.
Uh-huh. Well, I just subscribed to NIMROD. I wasn't
Don't know how,
subscribed
I
before.
don't. Yes. What? Thank you, Chris Durham.
What?
Yeah, there's
miss
a few
something?
videos up, a few videos up there, and there will be more coming hopefully during the year when the weather gets better, of course.
Right.
And I get my daughter to be able to not focus on the iPhone and rather on what we're going to be actually doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'd rather herd cats than my 9-year-old. That's for sure.
That is mean.
Well, the cats are easier.
Yeah, they're easier, but this one gives a lot of joy back as well.
Oh yeah, no, I missed those days when you could get the full-on giggles going for ages.
Hey, we have another celebrity in the chat. Perspective.
Oh my God, there's a flurf in the chat.
Wat? Rosa? Is niet Rosa. So, Renty. Sorry, Renty, but I was about to close it down. Because, like I just explained, my alarm goes off in about 7 hours. So, thank you for coming. It's a bit late, so I will not take you on in here if you wanted to. But, yeah, it's nice to have you here anyway. I want to thank everyone who came tonight to watch my stream. You gave me the confidence for an upcoming stream that I haven't planned yet, but I might do that. Therefore, I will do this in the future. Let's say it this way. It really helps. I want to thank NIMROD and Trevor, especially for coming on the stream as well. And to all the people who gave me a super chat. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, and Kitty, welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you
she
for coming.
seems
I
to be the
forgot your
most
name.
popular.
Yeah.
Zuki, she seems to be the most popular one according to the chat.
Yeah. If you haven't liked the stream, please hit that like button below. Everyone.
Like,
So,
subscribe to everybody, people. Do it.
Yeah. So I hope you all liked it, and in the coming few days I will make another video, and the next live stream will be planned ahead and announced. It will not be unannounced like today. And then I see you all guys next time. Enjoy your day and don't panic.